Oh. Fish on, guys. All right. That's a good one. Decent one. Oh, man. Where's he at? Oh, yeah. What's happening, guys? It's your boy Dan right back at you again with another episode of 302 Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you're brand new or you're still hanging around and you haven't already done so, smash up on that subscribe button, click that notification bell that we inform of all of our future episodes. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, follow us on Instagram at 302 Fishing. Let's get into this. Today, guys, we are sponsored by Carl's Bait and Tackle. As I mentioned to you some time ago, I did accept a partnership with Catchco, and I love working with these fine folks. The one good thing about working with them is I get the advantage of a sneak peek at new and innovative lures that you have not seen as of yet and has not been released on shopcarls.com. So I give you my fair and accurate review of the product, and you guys can make your decisions once they're available to you. If you do become a member, guys, again, there's a link below. If you go to shopcarls.com, you can save up to 30%. When you do, you have a huge assortment of name brand lures, rods, reels, and accessories. As always, guys, they have great service, quality products, and fair prices. And the delivery, guys, it's pretty much on point, man. You got it fairly quickly so you can get out there and fish any of these baits that you see up in front of you from now until the future. But today we're going to bring out the 3.5-inch Biospawn vial tube. This is the one they sent out to me for the sneak peek. Very, very unique bait. Again, it is a twist off of a long-time classic that's been out there. I'm sure most of the older folks remember what the true tubes look like. It looked like a small little squid that you would put on the end of the line with a tube jig hook that's on there, which is one of the ways you can hook this thing up right here is the tube jig head, which I would highly recommend that you do in open water. But because of all the structure that's behind us, we're gonna Texas rig it, and you can do that with this particular bait right here, and that way you can keep it weedless and you don't get hooked up and lose your bait there. The unique feature that this thing has right here, it's got two wings on either side right here. So when you're doing a traditional the traditional retrieve, you're doing your jigging there, it takes a wider glide and slows the bait down, so it gives that fish another chance to look at that bait as it's going down and trigger them and hopefully attract them to bite up on this bait here. So hopefully if we get lucky today, we might get a big fat green beanbag. That's a good color. We got some low water quality conditions right now, so this darker bait might pop out and we should have a decent episode. We do have a little bit to deal with the wind right here, but that's nothing we can't handle. I will let you know right off the bat, guys, if you are currently members, this is available to you, but for non-members, April 29th is when this bait will come back out to you guys, so you can go ahead and get out there and fish with this great looking bait here. So let me tie this on. Let's see what we can do, guys, and let's see if we can get that big fat green beanbag to react to this new and innovative bait. Took me a couple seconds to figure out how we're going to rig this thing right here. Obviously you can see the wings are on either side that I mentioned to you earlier. If you can look right here, it's kind of like almost like a diamond shape that's right here, and then kind of right here on the bottom of the body. So you're going to go ahead and basically rig this like a normal Texas rig. You're going to put the hook right through here, right up until the bend, and you're going to pop that hook out right where that diamond part is. So you'll see it come out. Try to be as center as you can. So you can see it popping out right there. We're going to bring it through, and then again, just turn it around and twist it like you normally would on a Texas rig. And you're going to go through two sides. You're going to go through this side and through this side right here, because you're going to have it buried in the bait on the opposite side of where this hook is at. So you're going to go ahead and stick it through there, have it come through the other side that's exposed, and all you have to do is just tuck it just a little bit, and now it's weedless. And hopefully this thing will glide through the water properly as it's coming through with our retrieve. But I want to get that a little bit more center if I can. Yeah, that looks a little bit better there. And then tuck it. And let's see if we can get these fish. They're going to try to savage this bait up here, but it's pretty cool looking. Just make sure all your appendages are all separated, because sometimes they do stick to each other, and you want to make sure all available action is there for the fish to see as it's coming through the water column. I do have it attached on the end of my line, which is 10-pound Berkeley Trilene. Sorry about the camera angle there. Berkeley Trilene 10-pound test is what I have on here. I have a 1/8 of an ounce weight along with a peg on the end of the line to keep that sinker towards the end of the line here, so I can keep this one thing as a solid unit, so I can cast it through this somewhat windy day. We are not going to fish this shoreline right here. We have a straight headwind, and this bait's not going to cast very far if we're casting into the wind. As we're walking over here, we are going to go ahead and get in our usual spot. I have my 7'3" Veritas Abu Garcia rod. That is a Shimano Corrado DC. That's the 150 HG that I have right here. That will be our equipment that we're using to go ahead and cast this lovely bait. So give me a moment. Let me walk over to our location and we'll start looking for some fish. Take our steps over here to the spot du jour. We're going to be somewhat protected in this small pond right here. We got trees wrapping all around the pond. But again, we do have some decent gusts that are going on right now, but like I said, we can handle that. But also, the only reason why I didn't fish on that shoreline right there is a ton of algae that's all over the place over there. It's got pushed over to there. We got minnows, so that means the bass should be near the shorelines. Let's hope they are. But let's get this going here. All right, let's see what it looks like on the bottom here, guys. Oh yeah. These fish are gonna jump on this thing, man. I can't wait. Hopefully with the size of that bait against 3.5 inches, maybe we can try to kind of bypass those small dinks, because there are plenty of them in this pond right here, but we do have some big ones that are floating around here. But it'll be a tough swallow for those dinks if they can get it in their mouths. But temperature-wise, it's not too bad out here. It's just about 60 degrees. Again, with that breeze that's blowing around right now, it kind of puts a little chill on the body. I had to put on a little hoodie there to keep a little warm here. Let's bring it right in front of the tree there, see if there's something hanging right there by those limbs. Is that a fish? Yep. Fish on. There we go, guys. Oh, it's a nice little one. All right. Good deal. Figured there'd be something by that tree. It's a pounder. All right, man. There you go. Vial tube. Gets the fish on. It's always good to fish near structure, guys, when you're weedless. Appreciate you, bass. I appreciate you. Let's get that hook out of his mouth. There we go. Got the hook out. Pretty little fish, but it knocks the skunk off. We'll send that fish on its way. And she's gone. Gonna go ahead and make another pass by the tree right here. You know, more than likely there's probably another one hanging right there by that structure. But the main concern I had with that bait was it's kind of like thickish material, so I was wondering if that hook was going to be able to penetrate through that plastic in order to get into that fish's cartilage, and absolutely no problem, man. It came right through like a champion. We had a nice solid hook set on that fish. But I did not feel the jerk at all. I literally watched the line move to the left-hand side. That's how I knew I had a fish. That's crazy how they can pick the bait up. Oh, there's a fish right there. Another one. Oh, I missed him. He was a small one. You can see he pulled up on the end of it there. Again, guys, dinks need love too, man. You play with them. They're just as good as bite as you do when you get the big ones on the end of the line. And sometimes they torch you and drive you absolutely batty. But again, my idea on this episode is showing that hits can be made off of this vial tube here. But I think after that fish strike right there, they got enough of me and they're rolling on. They're not going to hit the bait. They're going to look at it like, you had your chance, fool. One thing I like about this bait so far, the resiliency on it. I mean, I've gotten it snagged up and a couple fish have reacted to it, and it doesn't look like it tears up very easily, so that's a plus. Usually I get a fish or two right out in this area, but today it's not happening. But what we'll do is, if we can cast it far enough, we're going to come to the other side of that tree right there and see if there's any other fish lingering around there. And I want to try to get along that shoreline, which I typically don't fish at, because at the time I didn't have wader boots on. Now that I got them, I can kind of move around and get closer into those areas that have been left unfished. I think that's where these fish spawn at, though, is over in that area. This soft plastic here that we're fishing with right now, this is the first time this year we've come out with soft plastics. Again, it is early spring, and these fish should gravitate to these plastics because the water is reasonably warm now. And it's only going to get better as the weeks go by. Let's make our move here. Let's go across the way here, fix our bait up a little bit because it's kind of jacked up somewhat. Made our way over to the other side. You can see the mess that we got to deal with right here. But we're just going to have to walk past that a little bit, see how strong this ground is. And again, I'm gonna try maybe to cast over this way, but you can see how far that goes out here, and I don't feel like picking stuff off of here. But my main focus is right over here to see if there's fish on the other side of that tree right there. Fish on. Did I get him? As soon as it dropped, that fish picked right up on it. But I threw right at the tip of that tree right there. This wind seems to be getting worse and worse as the minutes go by here. I might have an opening that's over there that I could pop into, but let me just try a couple casts out here for right now, see what's up. Yeah, we got too much of a loop here on our line. Oh, there we go. Fish on, guys. There you go. All right. Slight thump on that one. Good God. Look how light this bass is. I figured if I come right back over the same spot again that I would get that fish. But really good hook set right there in his cheek. Boom. 2 fish, guys. There we go. All right, let's make our move over to the other side there. You know how most of your plastics, you always kind of split in the middle? In this case, this one doesn't. I like that. Got our little guy here. Check this out, guys. Where'd he go? Oh, he's rolling off. It was a turtle that I saw coming across here. Look, there's another one. See him? Go, 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 go. He can't get... What's he doing? He literally buried himself right in there, guys. Did you see that? That's pretty cool. Oh. Fish on, guys. All right, that's a good one, decent one. Oh man, where's he at? Oh yeah. That was a big old thump there, man. Nice one, guys. Real nice bass. About 2.5 pounds. That was a very sharp thump I felt. Whoops. But boom. A little bit lighter, guys. Maybe 1.5 pounds. That bait was barely in there. Look at that. All right, good deal. Let's go ahead and get this bass on the way. Try to see if there's a bigger one out there. But she's gone. I'm hoping this is the final pond that we need to be on in order to get the fish back up online again. I've been through 3 ponds already. Only the first one has produced fish. The other 2 are absolute bust. We got our adoring subscribers, our geese subscribers out there. And water's crystal clear. I can see a bass already sitting right above that target that's underneath the water. These are archery targets that blew off the bales and are sitting in the water right here. But let's get this bait out there. The good old vial tube by Biospawn. We're down below the tree line in this berm right here, so that kind of should be able to protect us a little bit. As long as I keep my rod tip down and don't allow the wind to catch up on that line. Rumor has it on this pond right here, I heard about a week and a half ago, somebody caught a 6-pounder out of this body of water right here. I don't know what the bait was, but I know for a fact that I came here last year, way over where that white thing is sticking up out of the ground on the opposite shore over there, I caught almost a 6-pounder that was hanging up under a canoe using a buzz bait. It literally came out and chased it. It was the coolest bite ever. If I can find that episode, I'm gonna go ahead and put that right above here, so you can take a look at it at the end of this episode here. All right, let's keep her moving. Gonna go over to, off this point right here to my right, and we're gonna cast along the shoreline to the left of it. Fish on, fish on. I think. Yep. There you go. I just saw the line straightening out and he took it right off the drop. All right. Good deal, guys. Good deal. Again, same thing. Look at this. Right here. Look at that divot right where my fingers are behind his back there. I can literally put my finger there like a notch. He must have got nicked as a young fish by a bird of prey. She gone. All right, rapid fire, guys. We're gonna keep going across. Got some nice fresh deer tracks right here. It's a pretty good sized deer. Well, I didn't have the camera on, but I threw a cast out here and the bait got tapped, and right as I struck it, it was a decent one and it came right off. Whoa. Gotta fix that back up. Didn't have the bail open, guys. There we go. Just trying to get a little sidearm action going on if I could. Fish on. There you go. It's a little bit decent size, guys. Bigger than the ones we caught so far. All right. About 1 pound, guys. Pretty fish, man. Look at those brown eyes, man. Let's get her going. She's gone. Shout out to Carl's Bait and Tackle and of course Catch Go for sponsoring this video. I absolutely had a ball fishing with the Vial Tube by Biospawn. It did exactly what it was supposed to do, guys. Put fish on the end of the line. Despite the windy conditions we had all day long, and it just kept getting worse and worse as we were going. It took me about 5 hours to get multiple fish on the end of the line, but they were able to gravitate on it first thing when I was out there, and then just about as the day was finishing. But them fish seem to be smashing up on that bait pretty effectively, man. That scent that's on there, and of course that unique action that when you jig it and it kind of glides down and gives them that extra second to look at it, that's just money right there, guys. Again, we got a whole bunch of dinks on there. We didn't get the big fat green beanbag as promised, but that is another bait I'm gonna possibly pull out throughout the spring and as well early summer there, because again, it gets the fish to react, and that's all that matters to me. Again, I love the quality of it too as well. We put multiple fish on the end of the line. Most of the times when you get plastics out there, they always kind of split, and maybe after 1 or 2 fish, you can't even use the bait anymore. However, on this one right here, I kept one bait for at least well over a good hour or so, and I had it wrapped around trees. I had multiple bass banging off of it, and it barely tore. So that is a great plus on a bait right there. So that's gonna make me want to use that bait even more often. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Guys, once this comes out, again, if you're not a member, it's gonna be the 29th of April. If you are a member right now, it is available. You can go to shopcarls.com. The link is down below right there. Come and become a member, guys. 30% off of most of the tackle and as well baits that are out there, man. I mean, what kind of a deal do you need other than that? But I get all of my needs, well, pretty much all of them, from that website right there because of the savings that you're gonna get. So hopefully if you like that episode, guys, you're gonna give me that big fat thumbs up. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you about that bait right there. If you haven't already done so, hit subscribe, click that notification bell, share the video out. Once you get the bait, guys, hopefully you get out there and hopefully you're catching your big fat green bean bags off of that vial tube. If you do, drop a comment below and let me know what kind of fish you've got off of that particular plastic. As always, guys, have a great day and fish on.